If the first part of the Senate Committee's public hearings was dominated by those who did the everyday work of the Immigration Department, apart from a few select senior officers, Part 2 has been led by those at the very top, in the government itself. Unfortunately, as shown in the appearances of former Minister of State for Immigration Elvin Penner on May 10th and 17th, they have proven particularly forgetful and uncooperative.
Mr. Penner, I understand you to have said just now that you knew a gentleman by the name of Kim Wong Hong.
No. His name is Wong Hong Kim.
But you knew
but better
him.
known to himself, to myself and friends of his as Mr. Kim.
Mr. Kim. How and when did you meet Mr. Kim?
Again, that's a question that I will not answer.
Mr. Penner, can you tell the committee why you are not answering that question?
I made my statement and my reasons why in my opening statement. You can refer to that. And like I said, if that is not sufficient for you to excuse me to not answer that question, then the Senate has the full right to do and take whatever actions you all feel is necessary to take.
At the second of Penner's appearances, chaos enveloped the hearings when members of Alberto August's ad hoc protest group targeted Senator Amon Courtney and, inadvertently, according to them, the press. It prompted widespread condemnation in both houses of Parliament and the wider community, which led to stronger security and a reprimand of the House of Representatives mace bearer, Brian Yellowman Ardinet, who was banned from future meetings. The stakes had been raised, and they got even higher when on May 31st, for the first time, ministers' names such as Edmond Castro and Anthony Boots Martinez were called in the actual visa recommendation process. The woman calling their names was Alcarine Burgess.
I went to the minister's office, paid him what he requested me to pay him first. He was the first one who collected. If I took 6 passports and the application forms with the necessary requirements, I had to take $12,000 to him. If I took 4, I had to take $8,000 to him for that recommendation letter, which his secretary would, they had it in their computer system. They only needed to change the name because the recommendation letter were already posted in that computer that Minister Castro is recommending, and the names go on that letter. And he would take everything, all the applications, except the passports, the Chinese passports, give it to his secretary, who then they would then get it to the immigration office.
Of course, Chan, Castro, and Martinez all denied any connection with Burgess and said as much as their individual testimonies. The ministers in particular derided the hearing and their questioners openly and contemptuously.
My question to you, Minister.
Your question is out
the
of
recommendations that you made, did those recommendations also include 2 for Alvarine Burgess?
I explained to you, sir, that I did the recommendation on the request of Mr. Zen Lee. I did no recommendation for no Alvarine Burgess.
And when Alvarine Burgess said she paid you $2,000 for each recommendation, is that so?
Put it this way, yeah. Put it this way, yes, sir. The political grandstand you want to pan or what? Is that political grandstand Alvarine Burgess? Alvarine Burgess name not even mentioned in the report, sir.
Minister.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Burgess has come before this committee,
listen to me.
and
People
she has
say
given
all
sworn
kind of
testimony.
things, sir. People can say all kind of things. So I know I hear not about Ms. Burgess, who is not even featured in this report, talk about where my name appears.
Minister, why would they specifically go to Minister Castro for a recommendation?
The same way how people from the constituency that you want to run in come to you for recommendations.
Well, they don't.
They don't.
And I don't sign recommendation.
When you land for win, they will come to you.
Perhaps so, Minister. Perhaps.
No, anytime soon.
And in this process where you were recommending, how much were you being paid?
Nobody paid me, Senator.
Nobody paid you. None of these Chinese paid you?
Senator, nobody pay me.
Right,
You can't pay me for the work and the love I have for people.
right,
You can't pay for that.
right. And so when Alvarine said that she paid you $2,000 per recommendation, she's lying.
I think that a PUP smoke.
Wasn't that part of your case with her?
That's PUP smoke. You guys are so desperate to get into power. You are trying to create fire when there is no fire.
Will Castro's parting shot bear out? Or is this fire out of the government's control? The answers will come in September. Aaron Humes reporting for News 5.